semi-tongue kind of life. Baby, baby, I want something else. I'm not listening when you say the sky was gold, it was rose. I was taking sips of it to my nose, and I wish I could get back there, someplace back there, smiling in the pictures you would take. To a crystal method, lift you up until you break. It won't stop. I won't come down and keep stop with the tick-tock rhythm. I bumped for the drop and then I bumped up. I took the hit that I was given, then I bumped again, then I bumped again. And said, how do I get back there to the place where I fell asleep inside you? How do I get myself back to the place where you said I want something else to get me through this semi-tongue kind of life? Baby, baby, I want something else. I'm not listening when you say goodbye. I believe in the sand beneath my toes. The beach gives a feeling, an earthy feeling. I believe in the faith that grows, and the full light goes can make me cry. When I'm with you, I feel like I could die, and that would be alright, alright. And when the plane came in, she said she was crossing the velvet ripped in the sea, we tripped on the earth to feel alive. And now I'm struggling to survive those days you were wearing that velvet dress. You're the priestess, I must confess. Those little red panties, they passed the test. Let's look around the belly, face down on the mattress one. And you hold me, and we are broken. Still it's all that I wanna do, just to live and I'll feel myself heavy off the ground. I'm scared, I'm not coming down. No, no, and I won't run from my life. She's got the toss now locked down in a smile, but nothing is alright, alright. And I want something else to get me through this life. Baby, I want something else. Not listening when you say
Well, welcome back to the Cheeky Chat. Ooh, I can't even speak. Cheeky Chappies 90 special with your best host, Nick Francois, and, Craig's here as well, I suppose. Hi, Craig.
Hello, mate. How we doing?
Yeah, that's it. You just sit there and wave on a show that's an audible show, Craig. That's a great idea. Well done.
That's it. Do a whistle and wave at the same time. I think that's the international sound for waving. Do you think? What do you reckon, mate?
No, I got to disagree there.
What do you reckon? Where do you stand on that?
I think that you need to just be quiet and let me open this show up. That's what I think. How about that? Eh? We're supposed to be nice today, we. Do you know what? We said we were going to be nice today. So, guys, Craig, me, we're going to be like Bezzy's Today Show. I swear, less abuse from me to Craig, Craig to me. It's all love. We're in the 90s. Like, it's all about love. Everybody was dropping LSD. It was good times.
It was good. It was good. My mum lost. There were 6 of us when we were kids, and my mum lost 3 of us. She was out of her nut shopping once in Iceland, out of her peanut. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to my little siblings, but you know, drugs were rife back in the day. Everyone was rocking and rolling, squat raves happening. Prodigy. I mean, the Prodigy. Imagine being. We was kids at this time of year. I mean, we'll get right into this in a minute. But imagine being Like by the time it ended, I was like 16, right? But by the time, imagine being like 19, 20 in the middle of the 90s, the Prodigy is kicking off. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'd have made it out alive, to be honest. I don't know if I did. Did I?
Yeah, I don't think you made it out sanely anyway, at least. But then who did? You know, the FDA weren't even properly approving stuff on foods and drinks and stuff. So fizzy pop and squash, mate, you know, it was just laced with all sorts of rubbish. And that's why we are a bizarre race of human beings at the moment, I think.
It's true.
So thank you FDA for stepping in and making all the snowflake millennials, you know, whatever.
That's it. Like penny sweets when they were proper ruthless. Like you'd go out your nut for a pound. Yeah. I used to be smashed when I was a kid. Sports day, I'd smash everyone in my class and take on other schools. I was pinging, I swear to God. 100 meters, I've done it in I don't know. What's fast? I can't think of the time. What's good 100 meters? 8 seconds.
9 seconds?
8 seconds.
Yeah, there we go.
That. Yeah, they couldn't even catch me on camera. I was so good. I swear, so good. Time of my life.
Yeah. You know, by the time 18 came around and, you know, you probably start going out drinking, you know, you've got to drink double the amount of those that preceded us, just because we had built up an immunity to addiction-related substances. Yeah. So stuff like booze touch you. You had to drink 2 cases of beer just to feel any of it. That's what it was. Just just ruin everybody.
Just to take the edge off the old Hubba Bubba addiction, mate. Do you know what I mean? Man? I was hooked and high. There was a lot. I mean, I think it's a good nostalgia, a good journey for us. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing a lot of our listeners, our 4 listeners we've probably got, were growing up as well around this time, man. It was a lot going on for me, man. If you got to think, like 91, I was climbing trees. Like, and then 99, I'm in my room in the dark. It's like summer. I'm like 15. Get in my room. It's like a little pit. You remember in your room used to be just a mess. Like, what was we doing at that age? I was just a tramp at some point. So I think no.
I think Kevin and Perry really kind of epitomised that sort of teenager culture, didn't he? You know, Kevin in his room. That was all of us. That who wasn't Kevin?
Yeah, that was everyone.
You know, that was it when they were young. Yeah.
Yeah, the unruly teenager. Like always, like your parents were embarrassing. No, I love going around my mum's, cup of tea. You are Jerry? Ever kept Jerry? Hey, how you doing? When I was a kid, I could not be seen speaking to her. Leave it out. Come on. Well, the worst. I mean, I remember a lot when I was a kid, because you're still a kid. You got to think. So I was, young when in the 90s. Like having to go to the doctors when you're blagging it. Remember, you was a kid and you'd try and blag a day off school, and your mum would go, "All right." Sometimes say, "All right, just stay in bed." Fine. You think I've smashed this. She's easy. Other times you go, "Right, because you've oversold it." You're like, "Oh, my arm hurts and my arm keeps flipping up every 20 seconds, and I feel dizzy if I blink 4 times or something." She'd be like, "Oh no, it sounds like malaria," or something. And then she takes you to the doctors, and you got to regale this tale to him. And when I was a kid, I think my doctor was a bit of a drunk because he always used to buy it. He'd buy it, and then he would prescribe me drugs like this weird yellow medicines. Remember the yellow medicine or the pink one?
Yeah,
the pink medicine. Which,
it's taste like banana or something, isn't it?
Yeah, the yellow one wasn't as good. I mean, the pink one was like, yes, I've smashed it. This is the best. Give me a straw and I'll be back in it. But the yellow one, your mum would like have to force you to drink it. But no, it was a lie. She's like, no, come on, you're sick. Anyway, yeah, just getting away with it. When I get away with it, I'd be sitting in that room thinking, this geezer's off his nut. He must be an idiot. I don't know why I'm messed up as an adult. Really, I've done a lot of drugs in the 90s, mate. And I was only a kid. I was a kid, so
mate.
Do you know what I mean?
What was your go-to like get out of school trick? Like mine was I'd hold my head on the radiator so it'd get warm, and then I'd be like, "Oh, I'm sick, I'm ill," and I'd hear the creaking up the stairs coming to check me, and then I'd be like under the sheets like that, you know, playing possum, tongue hanging out, like, "Oh no, fill my head quick before it cools down." I think it used to work. Although she is on the stream today with us, so maybe she'll confirm whether or not she ever busted me for that. Because I don't ever recall getting that off. That was my best trick. I don't think she ever caught on to that one, although I could be wrong. But speaking of the live thread, we do have a couple of comments. And so first of all, hello to everybody who's joined us today. I've seen a couple of names popping up. Mumsy has said, my memories were our first holiday abroad and it was a disaster. I had food poisoning. Natasha, which is my sister, cut her lip open, and Nick Francis caused havoc with a laser pen. Go on, do the shout out. So apparently I was having a massive tantrum and I was going, I want my laser pen, I want my laser pen, I want my laser pen. I was just going like for gold for an hour till my voice basically went. But I'll teach them for stealing my laser pen. I was literally entertaining the neighbours, trying to blind them. Who didn't enjoy that? Come on.
Laser pens were the best. Laser pens were like it was such a I don't want to say epidemic because what's going on in the old world, but it got to such a point. Like you'd be sitting in your house randomly watching telly with your family, and you'd see a red light on the wall, and you're like, someone else has got a laser pen, and they're trying to do you up, and then you'd be looking around. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if my mum's on the LSD, which we was talking about, she'd be flipping out, thinking SWAT will come in. She's flushing shit down the toilet. She don't even need to flush. We ain't got no drugs in the house. She's flushing it all down the toilet. Like black flour in the toilet. She's been watching Scarface. It was a mess, Nick. It was a real mess. But laser pens, and there was always this myth, and I don't know if it's real, but this myth about if you got them in your eye, then you go blind. Do you remember that?
Rubbish. I'm telling you, rubbish. I used to stick my own one in my own eye. That's how much of an idiot I was. But I was never blind. Yeah, I've got 20/20 vision. If anything, I think laser pens are good for your eye because I got 20/20 vision and I used to blind myself all the time with them. So stick that in your face, science.
Yeah, in your face, science nerd. I reckon it was my doctor, the one who used to prescribe me any drug with any lie. He used to go in with a bad leg and he'd give me the pink shit all the time. That pink medicine, mate. Rock and roll. Where can we buy that pink medicine? That's what we need, guys. Anyone out there who's got a bit of old pink medicine?
What was the medicine? My mother used to work in a pharmacy. Maybe she'll know. Mother, what was the that medicine you used to give us? I think the yellow one Craig referred to was like a banana tasting one, and no doubt the pink one was a strawberry one. I loved it. I used to. I tell you what, if that stuff wasn't locked in a cupboard, I would have probably downed it and died by now. As a kid. So yeah, I love that stuff. Stacey has jumped on with a comment. I can't speak today. I'm struggling to string words together. I think it's because I'm barely having conversations at the moment, so I've just forgotten how to speak. So I do apologise, guys, on the thread. Like I'm going to get it together by the end. I swear to God. Right, Stacey said you were 100% Kevin, Nick, and you couldn't get into your room. It was so messy. That is absolutely 100% fact. I cannot deny that. And I mean, every teenage boy did have that same situation, the same problem. We were ambitious. We wanted to play with all 400 toys at once. Everything was out. Everything was on the go, and you couldn't put it away because you never know. You might want to play with it again in 5 minutes' time. Craig, you relate? Come on,
mate. I was buzz out with this kind of thing. Like the I used to be banging to wrestling when I was a kid. I'd have all the wrestlers. I'd be nicking my sister's trolls and Barbies and all that. There's like the ring girls going on. Yeah, I mean, come on. But I mean, everyone used to that. Do you know what I mean? I was a good girl when I was a kid. But yeah, I'd be nicking them. That all going on. But then my brother, he was a little bit younger than me. He'd play with them, but I take it so serious. I'm setting up rings, and it's like a big event. Now the kid just picks up 2 toys and starts smashing them together, and that was his imagination with it. Come on, I used to look at him like he was like a space chimp, and think, oh no, how are we gonna get? Come on, where's that ship that's gonna like shoot him back off to his own planet? Because it was just like that. I'll probably take it serious, mate. It was a real, it was a good 3 hours. I'll be there. Setting up little ring walks and everything else.
The problem with the toys back then, though, is that you didn't have them. They weren't, I guess, flexible as they are now. They didn't have all the kind of the limbs, all the joints moving. So, I mean, that's all you could do is bang them together. You'd be lucky if their arms would go up and down. The technology just wasn't there at the time. Because I had the same issue. I remember lying on top of my stairs. I had the WWE ring as well, and I used to have the wrestlers do a whole walk in and just go over the top of it. But yeah, you couldn't do much outside of that, could you? The arms would move and you just have them chin each other, basically. That was it. That was it, yeah. That was the extent of fun, basically, with the plastics.
I used to buzz out on that, though, man. I mean, that was a real buzz out of mine. It's quite sad to even think about it now. But proper, like, kids would be like, come on, mate, you want to come play football? I'd be like, nah. Do you know what I mean? WrestleMania's today, mate. WrestleMania's kicking off. Oh, Macho Man! I used to love it. I used to get so into it, man. Can you tell how excited am I getting right now? It's the most excited I've been all day. I swear to God.
Who are your top 3? Who are your top 3 wrestlers back in the day?
I'd probably go. I mean, obviously, Bret Hitman Hart, Ultimate Warrior, and Ravishing Rick Rude. Oh, that's a classic there. He might have been 80s though.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I'm not sure that entirely that they were 90s icon wrestlers. I'm thinking like, WWF going into WWE when they had their name change, and you've got the likes of Big Show, Undertaker, Kane, Rock, all these bad boys. Mankind, Rikishi, Scotty Too Hotty, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Generation X, these bad boys. Come on, guys. Who else was in the list, guys? Who else?
Come on.
Even my sister, though, she's just dropped in Stone Cold on the Rock in the comments. So also, just to go back for 2 seconds, Mother reckons it was cat bottle that we were drinking, and she also reckons she knew I was lying. She thinks she knew I was lying, but I don't think she did. She's just saying I now look tough in the comments. Yeah, well, you ain't tough, Mother. Yeah, you didn't catch me. I done you. Absolutely done you with the radiator trick on the head. So outsmarted.
Yeah, you was a master blagger, mate.
Yeah, damn right I was. Stacey jumped in. Goldberg, The Rock, Undertaker. Yes, Goldberg's a forgotten one. I think he was. I feel like kind of Stone Cold. Stone Cold took his mantle as that redneck skinhead wrestler, didn't he? Stone Cold kind of came in. Goldberg was going out, so
he's had it. Yeah, I remember like WCW as well was big when I was a kid. I don't know if we turned this into a wrestling thing now, but WCW was like, that was the one that was still on like normal telly, like Channel 4 or something like that. WCW had come on. But like, obviously WWF was the big boy. So I always used to look at them more as like, I'm an Arsenal fan. They was almost like Tottenham players, like in my head. Like they weren't as good. Apart from Sting, he was cool, obviously. Yeah, man. But what else? What about, do you remember games? Do you remember playing games like when you was a kid, like around the flats and that? Do you remember like Bulldog and stuff like that? Like a game of Bulldog.
Oh, the classics.
Yeah.
So there was British Bulldogs where you would have one guy on the field, and then everybody would have to run towards and make it to the other side. And I think the guy who was the Bulldog in the scenario had to to jump a tackle you to the ground, didn't they? I think they had to get you down to the ground, and then they were on your team. Then they had to help you get the others.
No, Nick, what games you playing? And then they started kissing and that. What was you playing? That one.
Get on yourself. What was your Bulldog again?
Yeah, that was it. No, that was it. I'm joking. And then they wrestle you to the ground and start holding you and that. I don't know what you used to play, mate. But yeah, it was the same sort of thing. Or even, do you remember runouts as well? It's kind of like you get two teams, and then like one team has a base, and then the other team runs out, and the other team have got to try and get back to their base without getting caught.
Nah, mate. See, it's interesting how from different places the games vary. So ours was called hide and seek. And you'd have, Mob actually. So Mob was the version you're speaking of. Mob was where we had the lamp post by the park was the mobbing post. And what you had to do was you had to go, so one person would be on, and then everybody else would scatter around the streets and the side streets and all that. And then the person who was on would have to go and find somebody. And once they saw them, they'd have to run back to the mobbing post and say, Mob 1, 2, 3, you're on with me. And then that person had to join them. But if that person beat them back, then the next turn, once everybody had been caught or outsmarted this person, then they would be immune from being on next. So if you beat him back, you're fine. You sit on the thing, wait for everybody else to come back, and it was that was the game basically. So first one to get caught, I think it was the one who's going to be on next time.
It's mad how you could just buzz that. You'd play that for hours and hours, though, isn't it? I want to play that now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if everyone else is up for it. Let's all go play a bit of Mob. Right now, let's do it.
Mate, Mob was amazing. We used to, I'll tell you what, stuff you probably wouldn't get away with these days. You'd go through everybody's gardens. You'd be head shopping like there's no tomorrow, be hiding people's bushes, in people's sheds, people's back gardens, anywhere you could, basically. They wouldn't come in and find you. It was kind of a game of who's got the biggest balls in some respects as well. The best hiding space I ever had in Tyrrell was along the river, because we've got like a riverway there. There was a bit of the bank that had caved in. So the top was flat, but then it like caved in underneath. And you could climb down and hide under the lip of the bank. And I don't think anybody ever knew about it because I never got caught when I went there. But the issue was you could go there and then this did happen to me, in fact. I spent so long waiting there to be like found and to get out whatever that everybody had gone home. So and then I was just sitting there basically in the room by my own, and then I just had to go home after that. Basically, it was dark and I was in. So it was too good a hiding spot if you can be. Well,
that's it, mate. It's the price you'd pay for victory. I mean, I don't know if you was really into like football and that when you was a kid. We used to play this game at heads and volleys as well, where basically you put someone in goal and they've got to count to 60 seconds. And if your team scores, then then they start from one again, and then you've got to score 2 goals within 60 seconds, and then 3 goals. And it used to be immense, man. Like if you'd be the one in goal, and everyone, and then they're just peppering shots at you, I'd get so frustrated, almost like a Monopoly brat fit. I think I used to have a few times. Now you just go, well, just fuck this. That's it. I've had enough. I'm off. See you later. Like you would literally never want to see their horrible, dirty little footballing faces again, because like you're a teenager and you're having a brat fit. But then tomorrow you'd be like, oh, right, boys, how you doing? But yeah, I used to be so stressed out with that, man.
We never had the timer on it, but we had the game. So the game with us was more what's it called? So basically with us it was somebody be in goal, and then there would be everybody. I think would it be teams? No, there wouldn't be teams. It would be 8. So you had to score either with a header or a volley, and if you scored any other way, you went into goal. Or if the goalkeeper saved your shot, then you were in goal. That's how we played it. There was no timer. And we also did a version of it that was pairs as well. So people would like team up in pairs.
Yeah. We used to do that. Like, I don't know if anyone else used to, like our listeners used to do this as well. There's this game that used to be called Wembley Doubles. And so you team up you and your mate, Wembley Singles. And then all of you, like say like 20 of you start in the first round. 20 of you start in the first round. And then like, it gets whittled down, and then the last 2 will be kicked out, and then the round starts again. So it'll be like 18 and then 16. But they never ever made it to a final. I've never seen like a Wembley doubles final, because by the time it gets to the end, everyone's like knackered or got to go home or something. Do you know what I mean? You'd always just end up like, oh, let's just do something else. That is good old days, man. It was brilliant.
These are, the games I'd forgotten about. So obviously when we did a little bit of research for the show, like jotted down a couple of things that just came to mind, like the obvious stuff. But stuff like the games, I've completely forgot about. And like, they are the highlights for when you're a kid growing up. The games you play with your friends in the estate and stuff. Those are strong memories. We've got some stuff in the comments. The comments is blowing up at the moment. So thanks everybody for all the comments, guys. So apparently there was knives, forks, spoons, cut it. That was another one. I think that was somebody would stand and say knives, forks, spoons, cut it, and then everybody would have to do a different position thing. So there was like you'd either do a handstand or a cartwheel or something like that.
No,
if I'm wrong, Stace, do let me know. Oh, so the version my sister's commented. She said Fox and Hounds. Now Fox and Hounds was what you were talking about. So Mob was the singles version. Fox and Hounds we used to call it. And it was 2 teams. One team would be the Foxes, the other team would be the Hounds. So we had much better names than what you had. And then the Foxes would chase the Hounds. And then you switch them around. What did you call it?
Runner.
Boys chasing boys or whatever it was. Something like that.
Shut up. Your
Something
rules.
really cheesy.
I'll put your rules, mate. Have a laugh. Look at your rules. You was like, and then we wrestle each other to the ground. And then you're hiding in the stream like a little swamp boy. What are you doing? Mate
we were hardcore. Tough guys. We bred tough guys.
Mate, no way. Look, you just live like a tramp, really. You just wanted hid in a stream for a day.
To be fair, that in caveman probably was a tramp's home. So
Yeah, it's all right. Well, you got just get ready for your 20s. Do you know what I mean? Get yourself ready for the 20s. Yeah, but that was the best. And we used to even change it up. So we'd have normal run outs. Or sometimes if the tough kids are around and you're just feeling a bit rebellious, we play beats run outs. So each member of your team gets a letter. Say there's 5 of us, so the word could be like bread or something. And if I get caught and they're trying to beat the letter out of me, and I've got an R, I'm like, and they go, what's the letter? And they're still beating you. I've told you, man, the letter. Get off me. And they just don't get it. And you'll be getting battered for ages. I used to love it. Don't talk to me about damage, mate. I had a tough upbringing, I did.
Listen, I was the youngest of the group on the estate. Like all the boys were like a couple of years older, or maybe more than that again than me. Some were like 4 or 5 years older, and I was the youngest, so I always used to get the stick end of everything. Like when we played British Bulldogs, they would always try and target me because I was the smallest, but also the downside of that was I was one of the fastest because I was nippy, like a little chihuahua I was. But yeah, man, like I was always on the receiving end. If we played any of the brutal sports, like that would be it. I'd be at the receiving end. But I was always there. I always played. Couldn't get away. There was even fallouts. I just remember a fallout I had with my cousin. So remember I told you about my cousin Luke last week, and he was the guy who threw me into his bed when we were wrestling and snapped his bed. Remember that?
Oh yeah, we was talking about it, wasn't we? We was talking about that.
Right.
Was it last week or the week before?
Yeah, no, I think it was last week. So we were, I think we were playing a game down the park once, and he'd hurt me, and I'd like crying. I'm going to tell my mother, and I'm running up the street home. He chases me on his bike, right? And I'm running up the street. It's like something out of a movie. Running up the street like this, crying my eyes out. I'm telling my mother. He's like, don't tell your mother. And he's catching me up on his bike, and I'm looking behind me, look where I'm going, I guess, just panicking. And then I trip over on the floor. I'm lying on my back, sprawled out like a starfish, and he rides straight over me from my crotch over my face on his bike. Couldn't believe it. And that was it then. He was in trouble then. He was in trouble after that. I definitely grassed him up. I wonder if my mother can remember that, actually. We'll see if she mentions it. Yeah, big time. He'd already upset me, and then he runs me over on a bicycle, like, tire marks on me.
He's a legend. He's a legend, like I'd pay him good money for that. But yeah. Also, I mean, this time of our growing up, like this period of our lives, it's always the time where you get like some messed up injuries and stuff. Was you the kid who always had like a broken arm or a broken leg? Remember, there's always that kid in school. It always had a broken arm. There was that kid. I remember once, it was around this time that I literally, no word of a lie, I was play fighting my two cousins, and I slipped or something. One of them hit me, and I hit my head, and it proper cut. Remember, like you cut your head open when you were a kid, and I was fine. I was still carrying on fighting, and then one of them was like, your head's bleeding. I checked my hand. Nick, I've never run so fast, mate, like road runner stuff, like mid, and I was off, mate. I was off. Clara screaming like a little girl, running, and my mum come home, and she's like, oh, where she's like, do you know what I mean? She had like 4 kids by then. She just looked at me like, oh, shit, I've got to go set up A&E now with this little nutter. Do you know what I mean? And I just remember that, man. It was just like, it didn't hurt when you were a kid. You're so resilient to any kind of impervious to any kind of pain, and until you
adrenaline.
All
the effects of the squash, and the sweets, all the drugs in it. You were immune to feelings.
Like two wham bars, I was up for like a week or something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. But that was it. I was just a ruthless little nutter, really, at some point. But I was rubbish at climbing when I think about it. Rubbish at climbing.
I was a good climber. I was a top-notch climber. We used to have the trees nearby. Obviously, in South Wales, we had a lot of forestry and stuff. And I would climb some crazy trees. Stuff like I would look at now and think, there's no way I'd go up there. If one of them branch goes, I'm dead. So, like, but as a kid, you didn't care. You were flying up, swinging branch to branch like you were George of the Jungle or something, or Tarzan. Yeah. It's ridiculous. But like I said, I never broke a bone growing up. I chipped a bone in my foot on the Witch's Hat ride in Armford Park. So that had come down and crushed my foot. And I think I chipped a bone on it. That was painful. And I got stitches under my nose because I tripped over. My mother was hoovering, and I was probably being a prat in the living room. And I tripped over the hoover, and I headbutted the table right in the corner. And I had stitches under my nose. So if I do this, you can just faintly see where the line is, where the stitches used to be. Yeah. So, but yeah, I never had a serious break or anything, though.
Never. What about your heart?
Lol.
Oh, bless him.
All right, I'm gonna go to the comments real quick, Craig, before we get into this. We've got everybody. People are going mad in the comments, so I don't want to neglect them. So we've got. Let's have a read through here. So my sister's again. She said, "Nick, don't talk about mob. You used to hide in Flo's. Flo was this elderly lady who used to live halfway up my street. She was buddies with my nans." And I used to hide in her back garden a lot, and she'd invite me in, and I'd be watching the game going on from her window, like knowing that nobody'd get me inside her house. And she used to give me, she always had these, like these biscuits. I think they were ginger biscuits or something. I always used to have a munch in there as well. And so what else we got? We've got fun. People say Fun House. Remember the game Fun House? Where they had all loads of crazy stuff going on, the go-karts, and you throw the stuff at the window at people and knock the...
Yeah, man, that used to be wicked. And the twins, oh, come on. Early crushes there, the old twins.
Let me see if I can get Funhouse up on YouTube. We'll all watch this together now. Funhouse.
Let's do it.
TV show. Let's have a look. Oh my, well, this looks funny, man. All right, guys, I'm going to cut to screen 2. We're going to get a video on for everybody. It should be funny. All right, let's have a look.
It's wacky. It's fun. It's crazy. It's It's a real crazy show where anything will go.
There's the go-karts.
Oh, mate, I want to go on it.
It's time for Funhouse.
Can we try and go on it, Nick? 10 weeks in.
Yes. I don't think it's still going though.
Lots of prizes. Now here's the guy that puts the fun in Funhouse.
I love it. Love it.
Look at that haircut, man. It's epic.
Hi, welcome along to the weekend
You'd have thought
Funhouses,
you would have
it
at least
all
tried to
starts
learn
here
to
on
ride
the show that
that.
loves you as much as you love him.
Mate, look at the
Matchup, when you make
Barnet
your house
as well.
Such a fun house.
I know.
Today's crazy games,
Looks like,
goofy contests.
looks like
they
my
both-
old haircut.
Yeah, but it looks like your current haircut, actually, to be fair, with a mullet, though. Wow, that was epic. Thanks
Nick,
for that mention,
right,
guys,
so
in the
everyone-
comments. That was awesome. We've got, I know where you're going with that, so I'm going to cut you off before you even try it.
Show everyone your
So we have
homemade
Funhouse and
haircut.
Funhouse. Best thing ever on TV, Funhouse. Always wanted to be contestant. Go-karts was the best. Yes, Paul O'Rourke. Go-karts were awesome. That's the one thing that, like, the one memory of the show that really stands out. Plus, then when they used to throw stuff through the windows, I think it was the same TV show. I used to love that. SMTV. Do you remember SM Saturday Morning TV? I think it was hosted by Kat Deely and Anton Deck were on it, weren't they? I remember right.
Yeah, that was good.
Do you know,
that was good.
Mate, there was, you know, I used to go to stage school when I was a kid. There was one of those morning TV shows. I actually went on it. It was Saturday Morning Live, SML or something like that. Anyway, and David Dickinson, I remember David Dickinson was on it. And he did this segment. It's called "Whose Knees Are These?" I tell you what, see if I can get it up on YouTube now.
Take our eventual.
And so you have to guess what celebrity's knees it is. A really weird segment, to be honest with you. Do you,
Are you going to be in it now?
any? I won't be in the one I dig up, I'm sure, but I have a copy of it from VHS in my attic. Whose knees are these? Oh, no, I can't seem to find it, man. All right, so I can't find it. Does anybody else remember Whose Knees Are These and Wonky Donkey? Wonky Donkey, come on. Somebody must remember Wonky Donkey.
I remember. Yeah, I used to love that, like Saturday morning trash TV. I don't even know if it's
Here we go.
Hi.
Bit of SMTV Live.
It's time to play Wonky Donkey.
Wonky Donkey.
Earlier on we asked you where were last week's MTV Awards held, and of course the answer was Stockholm! Loads of people knew it, loads of people knew it.
Did you ever used to try and win the
Mate.
award? Did you ever used to try
I
and
used to phone in.
win stuff?
Yeah, I was just about to say, I used to phone in loads of times with these shows. I think I remember my mother wanted to kill me once because we had a bill come through, it was huge, and I was just flat out denying it was me. Even though it was blatantly obvious, I was the only one watching the TV show. Again, if you're in the comments, Mother, do you remember this incident? I'm pretty sure I didn't dream it up. Oh my God.
Oh, hello.
What is that?
What is that, Nick? That's
Sounds like
this
you.
is getting a bit weird. Mate, buzzing all the
It
time.
sounds like a really, really painful fart. That's what that sounded like.
It does. It sounds like,
Wow.
yeah, but a rookie one. Where we going with this now? Where have we gone? That's it. It's come back.
I tell you what.
Do you remember the book?
Well, before we do go into that, hold the story. I just realised we haven't done a song in like 30 minutes. So let's get a tune on. And then we'll come back and do some more stories. We've got loads of good stuff lined up, guys. We've got some games. We've got a quiz. All the usual rubbish. But it's fun rubbish. And it's probably welcomed in these times. And let's be honest, we've all probably worn out our resources of entertainment. So this is why our numbers are probably growing each week. Not because of us, just because people want to watch something that's not repeats, basically. So yeah, I'm going to check a song on now. And then we will we'll come back with some more chitter-chatter. What shall we have next? Let's have a look. Oh, I tell you what, I think I had this request in the week, and I'm pretty sure it was from Stacey. She mentioned, again, forgive me if I'm wrong, Stacey, but I'm sure you mentioned Bewitched. So let's get a bit of Bewitched on, and we will be back very shortly. So the track is C'est la vie from Bewitched. Enjoy, see you shortly.
I get down from a treehouse sitting in the sky. I wanna know just what I do. Is it very big? Is the room for two? I got a house with the windows and doors. I'll show you mine and show me yours. Gotta let me in. Hey, 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 let the fun begin. Hey, I'm a wolf today. Hey, 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 I'll huff
C'est la
And that was, of
vie.
course, Bewitched with C'est la vie, as Craig kindly sang for us in the intro. So, quick one on the comments again. Do you know what? It's rare for us that there's so many comments coming in today that I can't even keep up with, like, getting back to people. So, apologies for those comments missed so far, guys. But just to try and play catch up now. People are loving the music. Awesome. We've got now this. Danny Baker has joined the chat. Remember Danny, my original Lockstock bro? So we obviously took over the page. The Lockstock Bros page became the Cheeky Chappies page. So special shout out to Danny. Glad you've joined the show. He's saying, great show. 90s favourite was Alex the Kid in Miracle World on the Master System and Nightmare on Channel 4. So you could play Alex the Kid on the Sega Mega Drive as well. It was a free game. You take the cartridge out and just load it up, and Alex the Kid would play. Do you remember this? I think it was like a hack or something.
Yeah, maybe. You play paper, scissors, stone to beat the boss. Every time you get to the end of the level, you get a motorbike after the second level. I used to love it. Yeah. I want to play it right now. Don't talk about it. My nostalgia is just fucking screaming out right now. Nick, should we just cancel the show? Let's just cancel the show, man. Let's just go and play computer games and things. Play games. Do you remember California Games? California Games. No, it's like a sports game. So there's one bit where you have to kick a ball up in the air. Ladies and gents, if anyone remembers California Games, you kick a ball up in the air. There's another one you have to do surfing. Oh, it was sick, man. It was on the Master System as well. Danny loved that. Danny should be my host, man. Danny should be back.
Oh, whatever. Danny was my guy.
Yeah, I used to buzz out on that though quite a lot. The old, obviously Sonic and all the other games. But Alex the Kid was the one. Yeah, there it is. There it is. And if you hit the wrong box, then a ghost would come out and start chasing you. Like a ghost would chase you like a bad uncle at heart.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah, look. He's
so many memories, man.
This one's the ghost.
Have a look now.
I just pointed.
Go on, son.
It's a ghost. Oh, no, he's not.
Was it the ring like an extra life or something?
No, you can shoot fire.
No, it's ring actually.
Yeah, you can.
Maybe your console was just haunted.
No, what? She's going to get a ghost in a minute.
Do you know? Right, I think you might be right, actually.
That one's the ghost. The other one there, the ghost. You've got to get it.
I know that.
Did you remember
Let's see if we can find the rock, paper, scissors bit.
Yeah, let's keep going. This is awesome, though, mate. Was you good at this, though? Because I was still really little.
I don't know. I used to get really stressed, man, and throw my control of the TV and stuff. I remember doing that. So I don't know if that means I was good. I think probably not. I was too young to be good. That's my theory on it.
Yeah, I'd be having wagon wheel come downs and all that, and just like playing it all depressed and stuff. Do you know what I mean? You're a kid. Yeah, because it was more like, I think I've got two older sisters. It was their computer. You know, when you're a kid and you're playing on someone else's computer.
Yeah.
Oh, the helicopter one was the best, man. I used to love that.
Oh, you're going out. It's the end of the level, isn't it?
When he dies, he turns into an angel.
That's why you'd collect all the money, wouldn't you? You'd buy a helicopter or you'd buy some stuff at the end, wouldn't you?
That was it. That was the point of it. Yeah.
Okay, well, all right, fair.
Oh, we're back.
Look,
and we're back, guys. We're back. Everyone's left and they're probably gone up to their attic now to like dig out the old Master System, man. Oh, I used to love it. Yeah. I used to love it so much. But then obviously the if we're going to talk about computer games, there was the evolution from that. It went to Mega Drive and Super Nintendo, but then it went to PlayStation, and that's when it took on a whole new level for me when I was a kid. I was about 10 or 11 when it came out, and I swear to God, mate, that was it. You reach a point in your teenage years where you just want to sit in your room all the time, sit in a room, and that was it. And I was just in my room and like Resident Evil and all these other games like FIFA. I used to buzz out on FIFA so much, and that was it. Like you and your mates just sitting there. Like now, everyone just plays it online, but that was it. You have to have your mate in your house playing like N64 GoldenEye. Do you remember that?
Yes, that was the go-to for a lot of people on the N64 consoles. I loved. I remember getting the Sega Mega Drive on one of my birthdays as a youngster. I remember we drove up to Brunel. I don't remember a lot of stuff from being a kid. Like, I've got a worse memory, but I remember this fondly. I remember I got my money, and then we saw, I think, again, Mum, correct me if I'm wrong, but we saw an advert in the newspaper where somebody was selling a second-hand Mega Drive, and we drove up to Brunel, which is about 7 miles from where I live, to buy it. bought it, took it home, and then just like battered the game all day basically. And that's how I remember like coming into ownership of a Sega Mega Drive. And then there was Nintendo. Well, Nintendo was before it, I think. And then, well, yes, I never had the Dreamcast. Was it a Dreamcast? I think it was the square one with the cubes and the cube.
Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm an Arsenal fan, and they used to be sponsored by Dreamcast. They used to have it like Sega and Dreamcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I never had one. I think I was running out and about by then. I was a bit of a rapscallion by the time this came out. But yeah, PlayStation. I think that was my last bit of do you know what I mean? My last bit of revelment when I was a kid. But mate, that's it. I mean, I'm talking to you now. I'm actually talking to you now out loud doing this radio show. But I'm playing Alex the Kid in my head. I don't know where I'm going to get one from. I'm Googling it after this show, and I'm getting one. I'm finding it. It's happening. You know that most of these old games you can play online anyway, and there's software you can download where you can play like most games. So I've got a software called what's it called? Let me just move this window out of the way. Steam, one of them. I think Steam, SEAM. All right, so you can you can basically download games and play them on that stuff. You can only play on the phones and stuff like that. For example, all comes with that. So if you want to play Alex the Kid, I'm guaranteeing you now it's going to be online somewhere for you to play. So, hold out, man, hold out. PlayStation, that was another fun one. I think that was probably the one that I'd say that I was at a position to actually like be good at, because any of the consoles before that I was too young. I think I could never really have the patience to complete them properly. Whereas the PlayStation 1, I was at a stage where I was competitive and I was like, right, I'm going to do it, I'm going to smash it. You're
online looking for Alex the Kid, aren't you?
Yeah.
I can see you. I can see your eyes working.
Just drifted off.
Go-to game.
Off that. No, I'm blind. I'm blind.
I don't know. Go-to game on the PlayStation 1. What would it have been? I don't know, to be honest with you. On the PlayStation 1, I'm struggling to think, mate.
Do you remember Track and Field?
No.
Track and Field. I think that was on. I might have been on something else, but I remember that. So you'd have to press A and B or whatever it is like that really fast to make them run. Ladies and gents, if anyone remembers Track and Field, let us know, because I remember once, because it was like a sports game. So you'd have to run really fast, and that's how you play it. I remember once going to my mate's house, and they're like someone who's really good at it. Like within about 10 minutes, I didn't want to be in this kid's house anymore. You just won every game. You know you're not going to win. Well, I've got to go now. What was that, mum? Like pretending you can hear your mum. Just you have to get out of his house and not be like put your ass kicked constantly. Was he a button basher, or was he just like really good? Because I had a cousin who was a button basher, a younger cousin. He used to batter me in like anything that was fighting based. He'd button bash, beat me, and then I would just want to bash his face in. Yeah, oh man, like Street Fighter and stuff. Street Fighter it was almost like the modern version of Monopoly. People would have absolute punch-ups over Street Fighter. People would be crying, some kid would be crying. Do you know what I mean? It was real deal stuff. Like if it's winner stays on and you don't hand over that controller, it's on. It's like prison. Like people are just gonna start punching everyone up.
That's it. Prison rules, me. You get shanked with some Lego, it all goes down. Yeah. Big time.
Winner stays on with a real rule, and you stick to it. I stick to it now as a grown-up. If someone says winner stays on and they don't stick to that, that is it. Friendship's over, mate. Friendship is over. You've got winner stays on. Come on.
Yeah, and it's absolutely fair as well, if you ask me.
I tell you what, Nick, you're gonna be a good dad to
making videos about time travel.
Yep. I'm just I'm getting another video open for us. It was something I saw the other day. It was brilliant, right? It was a video, because I've been watching loads of like really spooky, weird stuff online recently, and I came across this video because obviously I've been looking at the 90s and I've been looking at spooky stuff. It came up as recommended. So the idea is this guy has the ability to time travel, and it's like what it would actually realistically be like if somebody allowed you to time travel. Now, it's really funny. It's like a 4-minute short video. Here we go. I'm going to just load it up for everybody now. It's brilliant. I think you'll enjoy it.
Can I just say, I love, Nick, what you do in your spare time, man. I love it.
Well, we've all got our hobbies, mate. All right, let's have a look.
No, that's it. I love it. I wasn't joking then. I really like it.
Dolls, I remember those. Super Nintendo. Oh, Peen. Oh my God.
I wish I could go back to the 90s.
Your wish is to bomb.
Smash Mouth! And some pods! And a 56K modem!
That's right, my dude. We've time traveled back to the 90s. And you know what that means?
Yeah! We only have a few years to stop 9/11.
What? That's right, 9/11 hasn't happened yet. And as a time traveler, only you have the power to stop it. That, huh?
Holy shit.
I know! You're morally obligated to do something. Oh, snap.
This is a lot of pressure to put on somebody. I just wanted to watch some old school Nickelodeon.
Whoa, we can still veg out and watch some Rocco's Modern Life. We'll probably be thinking about 9/11 the whole time, though.
Take me back to the 2010s now. Just take me back.
I'll give one strum of my magic guitar, blast us both back to the future, and allow 3,000 Americans to perish one cold September morning.
Stop. Okay, fine. I'll stop 9/11.
He looks like
Radical!
Stu from
That's
Hangover.
more radical than the rad taste of Dunkaroos. Remember Dunkaroos?
I do remember Dunkaroos. Okay, I'll call the cops and tell them that there's gonna be an attack.
No one's gonna believe you, dude. It's just like no one would believe that a yo-yo could be a ball. But it can with Yo-Yo Ball!
I'll call the towers the morning of and threaten them. I'll call in a threat.
You're gonna evacuate 2 New York City skyscrapers with one phone call? What about the people on the plane, dude? Hey, dude. It's a little wild, it's a little strange. When you make your home out on the range. When I point to you, then you sing that part.
How the fuck am I supposed to stop 9/11 by myself?
Oh! You need to kill Mohammed Atta while he's still training at flight school in Florida.
This is crazy. But I have to do it, I guess.
I'm so glad to hear you say that, because you'll also have to hijack a plane. What? Why? Whoa, I know!
Why?
Because Atta's just the point man. Without him, the other terrorists are gonna get sloppy. So we need to be sure that airport security is on high alert.
So you want me to get airport security on alert by staging a fake 9/11 and taking the fall for 9/11?
That's totally it. History will remember you as a fucking monster. But if you don't do this, the blood of innocence will be on your hands. Quack, 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 quack.
Quack! Quack! Stop quacking! Stop quacking! Stop quacking! I'll do it, okay? I'll stop 9/11 and fuck myself. I'll fuck myself.
All right. This is gonna be all that and a bag of potato chips.
I'm on the scene where terrorist Eric Miller was just sentenced to life in prison. Oh. Eric, why would someone shoot an innocent aviation enthusiast and then hijack an airplane?
I just wanted to play Pogs.
Yeah, Pogs, well, you got plenty of time to play Pogs when you're right in the hole.
Yeah, you sick piece of shit.
Oh, I remember Pogs. It's gonna be sweet.
Excuse me.
Nick, bravo, man, bravo. What a find, what a find.
Nick.
Where'd you come up with this stuff?
Is that it?
Where'd you come up with this stuff? Yeah, I love it. I can't
Hey,
remember, was it last week? You always find something weird and brilliant to put on the show, man. It's a good work. But yeah, do you remember Pogs? Like, were you talking about Pogs as well?
Yeah, I was just about to say, because he's obviously mentioned Pogs there. Pogs and Slammers, Tazos as well. You stick the Tazos together. Man, Pogs were the balls. How did you used to play Pogs? Because obviously you'd stack them and then you'd throw a Slammer on them, wouldn't you? I think you were supposed to throw it on the top and any that bounced off you kept. You used to play that with your friends. So was that how you played?
I think it's a rule like if they turn over to the other side or whatever it is, then you get them. I can't remember the actual rules. Yeah, but I remember that, and it was so gutted. It was like an early entry into like gambling, going into Las Vegas and losing all your money. Like if you had a bad day and you got all of your Pogs, I'm really up against it. You'd be like begging your mate at lunchtime, "Come on, man, I'm good for it. Come on, just give me a couple of Slammers like, until tomorrow, please, I need it." And do you know what I mean? Just you can go out and play again. Everyone else is playing it. Oh, I used to be gutted, man.
What are the odds, right? What are the odds that the companies like Pogs and wherever, where you would sort of inherently gamble as a kid, are the companies that probably are owned by companies that also own gambling companies. Do you think they were trying to like get it in your head early? Do you think it was like
definitely
one of those kind of dark moves? Because I reckon it could have been. I reckon it could have been. If you trace back who the heads are, because obviously a lot of these businesses they franchise off and stuff. It's the same with like film businesses and things. You never know there are studios and the studio. But yeah, I bet you, mate. I bet you like people behind the pogs are the same people behind the betting companies like Betfred and I don't know whatever ones were around in the 90s.
That's it. There's all these like fat middle-aged men now in like Ladbrokes now doing the roulette machine and going like, fuck pogs, man. Do you know what I mean? Like pogs fucked everything up for them. Do you know what I mean? Sorry for swearing, everyone. Sorry for the old expletives. But yeah, so I'm getting into it. I think it's where it's a 90s show, my brain's reverted back to that rebellious little dipshit that I used to be when I was a kid. Do you know what I mean? Just imagine me without... Go on.
So the same rebellious dipshit that was out there slaughtering his Tamagotchis in the 90s, no doubt.
Nick, I was the worst at that. Like people really was good at it though, wouldn't they? Like for someone that doesn't know what a Tamagotchi is, it was almost like the worst like virtual game ever. I don't know.
Teaching you to care early. Yeah, it was a step up from having a baby doll, and then like you had it was either a I think it was baby doll, Tamagotchi, and then you get a Furby. That was it.
Yeah, that was it. And then
the girls did anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, you just never had sex ever again. Yeah, Nick, you know you did. I bet you had the little. Remember you get the alien things as well, and there'd be like a little jelly thing, and then the aliens would have a baby. Do you remember that? That they come in like a big egg.
An egg, yeah, I remember the eggs. I don't think I ever bought one. I just thought it was pointless, but I remember them. Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember it was a weird thing. They'd be like, "Oh, it adds a baby," and I can just remember my Tamagotchi attempt where I massacred about 30 pets in about a week.
Yeah,
like literally, like a serial killer. That's how they start. Serial killers start by killing pets and stuff. And I was worried. I was thinking, "Oh no, man, I'm like the next Ted Bundy or something." I don't need this in my life. So I had to put them down and just be a nice person. Yeah. It could have gone either way for me though, Nick. It could have gone either way. I could have carried on playing the Tamagotchis, mate. Started enjoying it. Started enjoying my murder thing. Who knows? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But luckily I pulled away, and here we are, mate. Here we are. We're here. I was getting a bit worked up then. I don't know. Sorry.
It's all right, Craig. We all get very passionate about these memories. So Tamagotchi, obviously that was a little game. It was a little game and a little device. Going back, I've just kind of had a bit of an epiphany. Saying that though, what I'm about to mention was technically, I think, PS2, although I'm sure it came out in the 90s. So, Tony Hawk's. Now, he's back in the news at the moment because they are re-releasing Tony Hawk's 1 and 2, completely remastered for new consoles. Did you see the trailer for this?
I didn't know. I didn't see the trailer. I read the news article yesterday, though, funnily enough. And that was another buzz-out thing.
Say no more. I have a treat for you. Let's get this right then. So this is the 1 and 2 Tony Hawk's remaster trailer that came out, I think, yesterday, day before. Looks amazing.
Yeah, man. And you actually skateboard, don't you?
They look sick, don't they? I hope they've kept the amazing soundtrack as well.
Yeah, it was a real like the soundtracks to it were amazing, wasn't they? It was a real like exploration. It would be so nostalgic if they do. But what was I going to say? Can you actually skateboard?
I used to be able to, like, not like super great. My friends were always the good skaters. I was just like, I used to go out and about a scooter more than anything. I had a little scooter with like 3 wheels on it, and I used to go on that with my friends and skate. I could skate a little bit, but I enjoyed the I was lazy, and I was just like, scooter. Oh man, my mum's trying to shame me. My mother's trying to shame me in the comments. She said, "No, Nick Francis just had a Care Bear that he still has." Right, just to be clear, if I still have it, it's in my attic at home. I don't have it, like, I don't take it here with me to London. Although it was awesome, but it was the green one with was the green one with the clover on it, and I think I had it since I was like a baby or something. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still in my attic. And our mutual friend, superfan Carly Jo, she said, "Oh Nick, Care Bears were my favourites too. Everything grows better with love." Quote from Love a Lot Bear. Wonderful. She's also mentioned Beanie Bears. Remember Beanie Bears, the collectibles?
No, I used to like girls when I was younger, Nick. What Beanie Bears, mate?
Yeah, I didn't collect them. Although I did have a mate who did. Beanie Bears.
They
were TY Beanie Bears. They were. I'm just having a look online now. Beanie Bear collection. Here we go. I'm see if I can get a video. It's pretty easy to show you. Wow, look at this collection. All right. Okay, I found one. Let's have a look at this.
Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about one of my collections.
Oh, wow. This guy is not the kind of guy you should be collecting Beanie Bears.
But it is close to my heart. And
he's Tamagotchi, Craig. He's me if I'd have kept the Tamagotchis.
I will flip them over.
No.
So I have two full
He's got a seal collection. Has he got open ones? Oh, here we go.
Some newer, some older. Definitely quite
bless him though. He's all right. Wherever floats your boat. Nick, ain't you still got Yu-Gi-Oh cards though?
Yeah, but I sell them because they're worth loads of money. I buy them and sell them on me. It's a little side hobby I've got going on at the moment.
Yeah, there's nothing weird about that. There's nothing weird about that. It's fine. No, I don't. I kind of vaguely remember these. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of remember these. Like, do you remember Polly in the Pocket?
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I was unlike you. I was kissing girls, Craig. I wasn't collecting Polly Pockets, so you know.
Yeah, my friend used to have one of them as well. Yeah, man.
Can you imagine this guy? Imagine being a girl, meeting this guy, and this guy taking you back to his house, and then he goes, "Oh, this is my TY Beanie baby collection.
Yeah.
What do you think?" And with his creepy moustache and his shaved head, you'd send him on his way, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's like a 40-year-old virgin. But I reckon that we're digging him out. He's probably got the same little scam as you have. I bet he's selling them and he's loaded. I bet he's flying around in a Mercedes. We missed that boat, mate. We should have got some limited edition bear things, whatever they're called. Do you know what I mean? We messed up, Nick. We messed up. We lost all our Tamagotchi.
No.
We lost all our pods,
You
mate.
messed up, mate.
All right.
I dug my my card collection out of my attic Christmas time when I was home, and that's what I've started like finishing the sets off and selling online. It's cracking money in the collectibles. If you guys, this is a good one actually for anybody tuned in. If you're if you still have your old card collections from when you were a kid, like Pokemon and things like that, you should look into the value of them at the moment because they are through the roof. All the old stuff, first editions, misprints, all that, guys. Get on it, man. There's money sitting in your attics you don't even realise about. Fact.
Yeah. Yes, I wasn't really into
Pokemon.
the
That's another one.
Yeah, I wasn't really collecting all them, but I used to do the I don't know if probably Danny will understand this as well. The Merlin sticker books, the Premier League sticker books, used to come out every year. There'd be like every team and that, and then I mean obviously I don't think I ever finished a book. You have to put about 20 grand into this thing, like to fill it up. Do you know what I mean? You get I get as many as I could, and but I remember my brother used to be like really. He used to have one as well, and he'd be really delicate at putting it in, or no, and not lining them up inside the square box. Like he'd really take his time with it. Mine slapped in like an ADHD kid, like the messiest like book ever. But it was a big thing. Like you'd be in school and that, like trading them with your mates and that. It'd be like, come on, mate. I've got double ear Sheridan, Teddy Shiny, like Teddy Sheridan Shiny. Do you want it? And you'd be like, all right, sweet, but I'll give you like 2 of these. I'll give you one on Monday and all that. You'd be like, it's almost again, Nick, mate. It was like the closest we got to like a mafia. Do you know what I mean? A mafia regime. The kid with all the cards was like the boat, really.
Yeah.
The top geek.
The stickers were huge back in the day, and then I think the cards kind of came off the back of the stickers. People saw the value in the stickers. People enjoyed the collections, whatever. But then the cards were not only tradable and collectible, you could also use them to duel each other. So obviously there was an added bonus there of entertainment for kids. So that's why they blew up, and I think why there's so much more money in them still currently. So yeah, I mean the growth of what's come off the back of stuff like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh is crazy at the moment. Because I know specifically because of the buying and selling I've done. But it's mad, and it's like you wouldn't believe how big a scene it is, and it's grown into.
Well,
you know what? Like
How much money? You making loads of money?
I would have on these. Yeah. I'm going to start going. Oh, you make this, that, the other. But yeah, there's a lot of money in it. Like you can buy something and like if you know what you're doing, you can buy something and double your money on it in the day. Like it's just about having the sort of resources to do so. Because a lot of people are like I said, people are sort of digging their attics out, finding their old stuff, selling online, and they, a lot of people aren't super clued up on the value. Some people just want a quick bit of coin, don't care about the value. At the end of the day, they had nothing and they'll get something. So yeah, it's a good little side hustle if you've got the stuff sitting in your attic.
Yeah, I ain't got an attic, but if I did, I'd probably end up just looking for my Goonies treasure map. Do you know what I mean? To lead me on to get the gold and take on the Fratellis. I don't know if I'd find anything else apart from that. I've wasted a lot of time looking for that treasure map because it's got to be in there. If you've got an attic, you've got a treasure map. Yeah?
Yeah, I suppose. I think the only map I've got in my attic was it was the map of RuneScape, the old RuneScape, because me and my friends used to play RuneScape like an absolute bunch of nerds. It wasn't in the 90s, it was in the early 2000s. It's like an online game where you do quests and you fight other people and then you collect and you level up, and there's like 20 different things you can level up. And we used to no life it. I had to quit it in like, what was it, the year before? I must have been about 15. I think 15 I quit it. My friends still played for like 2 years after I quit. And they would like, I barely see them because they spent all day in playing it. And then when everybody would come out, that's all they would talk about was RuneScape. To this day, if we all meet up for like food and a meal or whatever, the conversation always goes back to RuneScape to this day. And I found out last week they're all playing it again. Since this lockdown, they all set new accounts. They bought memberships and they're all playing this game again. It's mental. Absolute mental. Oh, we got a comment. Jada said she loved RuneScape. Yeah, so it's still big. It's a massive game to be fair. It's a whole like subculture of people who skate, but madness,
I never played it.
Madness.
Yeah, I never.
You haven't missed out much.
I never really played it. But yeah, I'm obviously not one to judge me. I'm definitely digging out the old 90s. What was it, Nintendo games after this, aren't I? The old Sega ones. But yeah, man, I suppose it's just because you all went through something together. Do you know what I mean? I love that. Taking it back to. I mean, because we was going to talk about what was it? Gladiators as well, like the TV shows from the old 90s. Do you remember? I think it might have been before the 90s, but there was a running order. So it'd go the Hulk. Remember the old Incredible Hulk? This is Saturday TV. Old Incredible
Eric
Hulk.
Banner, yeah.
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno, whatever his name is, and then Gladiators, and then Blind Date.
And Baywatch.
Yeah, and then Baywatch. I think it's Baywatch first. Baywatch when you was a kid.
Baywatch was our first taste of pornography, really, wasn't it? As a kid, that was like your version of porn as a kid.
Yeah, you'd be sitting there. There's always like a cushion on your lap. Are you all right? Do you guys doing that? No, I don't think I should get up for a little while. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I should get up. Yeah.
Who was your first crush? Do you remember your first like TV crush or anything? Ben, it was as well. But you wanted to play British Bulldogs with him.
Oh, scorn, Hoppy. No, it used to be. I think obviously Pamela Anderson was like in that, but I'd had crushes way before then. Like Jessica Rabbit, we spoke about. Do you know what I mean? Betty Boo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mine was definitely the Pink Power Ranger. That's mine was.
Yeah, you can't even see her. I bet you couldn't get a pizza around your ass. You'd start getting all hard and every breathing. Oh, look at her crash helmet. Nick, as a man, as a pizza man.
I went over then.
Yeah, good stuff.
Actually, I know we mentioned Gladiators just now. That actually came up very early on in the chat on the live stream. So people were mentioning Gladiators because obviously you have. So Wolf was the one I remember. There was Jet. Jet was the hot strong girl one, right?
Yeah. Even Hannah just said Jet was hot as well.
Man, Jet was unreal. I'm gonna get a picture of. I loaded up now. Just not just for the
show. I crush on the ref. Remember the Scottish ref? The Scottish ref. 3, 2, 1.
Gladiators, are you ready?
Yeah, I used to want to be him. How sad am I when I was a kid? I'd be ref. I'd be ref.
Oh, dude, I got a video. Check this out.
Go on then. Ooga!
And she's going to be hanging tough against Jet.
Oh,
God. Yeah, I would disappoint the shit out of her.
To be but 6 pounds lighter than her opponents. But up there, as I just
what a
said, it
dream.
don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing.
Classic.
Oh.
Here's the Scottish guy.
Hang tough. He was wrestling though.
2, 1.
Oh, God.
What a game.
We was kids, Nick. We was kids when this was happening, so... Do you know what I mean? There was a lot of stuff going on. Mate. I think my uncle wanted to go on this once and he snapped his...
You know, Tracy
Oh, my
from
God.
Gateshead, mother of 4, is now fighting Jet the Gladiator. Like, what?
Do you know what I mean?
How's that happen?
She's
Why
so
is
angry.
this
She's
show
like,
not
"Just
on
don't go
TV
home."
anymore?
She's holding on because she don't want to go home to Darren and the 4 kids. She's like, I don't want to go home to Darren and the 4 kids.
I mean, she's
Do you know
used
what I
to
mean?
this from Darren, isn't she? To be honest, wrestling him and wrestling kids. Mate, we
That
used
was
to
it.
play this in the park down from me. We had monkey bars, so we used to start either end of the monkey bars, and then we'd basically do this game, and we'd like wrap ourselves around the other person and try to get the other person down. I remember this game fondly as a kid.
I used to play it quite a lot with my weird Uncle Terry as well. It was quite good when I was a kid. He sent me to the park.
Uncle Terry loved a good grappling game, didn't he?
Oh, he was good at it. He was good at it. There was a lot of rules and stuff as well, like don't tell and do you know what I mean? But it was fun. Do you know what I mean? Got an ice cream out of it, so I don't mind. Do you know what I mean?
I bet you did.
Yeah, of course I wasn't even worth an ice cream. I used to get one bubble gum. That was it. I was cheap. What's this now?
Wolf was my favourite, see?
He was the ultimate villain when I was a kid. If I'd have seen him when I was a kid, I'd have spat at him. Like I was so against him. He was a proper villain, wasn't he?
Oh, look at him go!
How dare you push Fash, you bully? He was a nutter. But when you're a kid, though, you really buy into this. I was like, the Wolf's well evil. Like, you just don't think that he's just the person who goes, all right, cut, and he goes, all right, everyone, just have a beer. Like, he was literally in your head because you relate it to real, don't you? Always being a liberty.
Kane's going to be hotly followed by
Warrior, he was the man. Yeah, Warrior was pretty cool.
So, yeah. The Gladiator was amazing. I'm sure he made a comeback like in the last sort of 5 or 6 years, or maybe it was before. I don't remember. But I remember, I'm sure it came back to TV. Somebody tell me, did it come back to TV, or am I imagining this?
It did. It did. Nick. It did. But it wasn't very good. It wasn't very good though. I think they tried to bring Wolf was in it as like a coach or something. It was just with one of them experiences that we've done this now. Like, do you know what I mean? It wasn't really working out. Obviously, I watched it.
Did you
premiere? Go on.
Did you ever used to watch Crystal Maze?
Mate, come on. Of course I did. I'm trapped. There's a part of my soul that's been trapped in Aztec since about '96. Like, still in there, floating around, living with Mumsy. I used to love it.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh, don't. I'd get left. If me was on the team, Nick, would you pay a crystal to get me out if I messed up?
No, hell no. I'd pay a crystal to put you in.
Waste a couple.
Just to watch them punish you. You know, they brought this back out, so I think it's still on, in fact. Richard Ayoade from the IT Club, he is now the host of it. He's brilliant. It's quite good.
No, but there's a thing that now, Nick, you can do the experience as well. Like, we could go, like, get a little gang of us together and just go and do the Crystal Maze experience, like a day out.
Yeah, we used to have a place in South Wales you could go. There was a crystal. I only went there once, I think, but you could go there and do the Crystal Maze. You didn't have the ball guy, like, but Richard Ayoade.
Was it good?
6 adventurers have gathered.
Yeah, there's one in London as well. I can confirm.
Okay.
He was brilliant. Richard O'Brien. He's a massive 90s icon. Him and Cilla Black.
Yeah.
Oh man, Blind Date. Do you remember Blind Date? But when I was a kid, I didn't really get it.
Oh,
I didn't really get
I've got to get some of the best of Blind Date on you.
Yeah,
that'd be funny.
but
Imagine some of the one-liners. Best.
Graham, the decision is yours. Remember him? He was wicked. But it was just like I couldn't really relate to it as much because I was younger. But now I understand the point of it. Here we go. Take it away, big boy.
Well, hello, number one. What's your name and where'd you come from?
Hello, Scylla. My name's Andy Knight from Leeds.
Ooh.
Hello, number two. What's your name and where'd you come from?
Hi, Scylla. I'm Matt, and I'm from Essex.
Shut up.
We love our Essex boys. We love our Essex boys. What do you do?
I work as a salesman for an office furniture company.
Yes, but you've
Drug
got
dealer.
a very, very big ambition.
I've got a dream, Scylla. I'll be the youngest Prime Minister this country has ever seen.
And you heard it first, but those trousers on blind date. Now, tell us why you should be the youngest Prime Minister.
She mugged him so bad.
Fed up of the country at the moment. It's not being run properly. With my party,
Pertinent.
Fab, I'll take this country by storm.
Really? So what does FAB stand for, then?
He's definitely on the left.
A better Britain.
For a better Britain. Oh, well, I'm with that. For a better Britain. Now, tell us about your policies. Have you got any?
I certainly have.
OK.
Firstly, bank holiday Mondays. We just don't get enough, do we?
Oh, I agree with that. No. More bank holiday Mondays, yes.
I thought this was going to be funny, I'm not going to lie. This guy's just...
Yeah, I mean...
Why is this in the best of, right?
He's ruined it. He's ruined it.
Your hair
He's ruined our whole
the
show.
only thing that's on fire.
You have that makes you different from the rest.
Oh.
Well, being 6'3" and having spiky blonde hair, whenever I'm in a crowd, I'm guaranteed to stand head and shoulders above the rest.
Oh, God, I feel giddy, mate. You feel a bit giddy after that.
Why would you brag about having frosted tips?
It'd have to be my hips.
Yeah.
Because once you've seen
It's
them,
like a dating thing.
your hair won't be the only thing that's on fire.
Oh, he's going to get
What if you can set on fire? He's not a pyromaniac.
Hello, Emma.
Hello.
Well, as a trained hypnotist, it would have to be my big, brown, mesmerising eyes. And when you gaze into my eyes tonight, Emma, you can be sure to find yourself spellbound.
You won't remember a thing.
Oh my God, Nick.
Wow.
Yeah,
who let him out of the asylum?
Question number two to number two.
What did they get? I forgot to say, what did they win? They won the holiday, didn't they?
For my boss. Describe the perfect trip for the two of us.
Well, I'd take you to a desert island where I'd be your man Friday and I'd personally assist you. In fact, I'd be your man Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh, what the hell? I'll be your man all week long.
Number three, please.
Well, as a keen snowboarder, I'd whisk you to the top of a beautiful mountain. Then we'd race down the slopes together to a lovely, cosy log cabin. And I'd pull you inside out of the cold, and together we'd keep each other warm.
Great, this is gold, this is. I'm going to write this down for my Tinder profile.
Well, Emma, after tonight, the only thing you'll be arranging for your boss is your replacement, because you'll be coming with me. And that
It's all going to be dead. Wow.
Question number three. My car.
Anyway, let's not spend too long on old blind date. I mean, I could sit there and watch that all day long. We should.
Yeah, no, I'm getting right into it.
We should do a little side series called Cheeky Chappies React, and we just sit here and we watch random stuff off the internet and do our own goggle box. I reckon that could be a hit. What do you reckon, guys, in the comments? Who wants to see me and Craig do our own Cheeky Chappies even... I can't speak again. React.
You get so nervous around me, mate. You really do. What have you done? Have you done something bad? Have you done something really messed up?
I'm just in the vibe, mate.
Oh, you're in the vibe. How many pills you had? Come on. What tablets you taken? Have you had that pink stuff? Have you had a bottle of that pink stuff?
I've got all these music videos behind me and these banging tunes on. I don't know if you can hear the music, but there's music on underneath us as well. It's just so funky and I just want to dance.
Yeah. Oh, you go for it, girl.
You go, Glen Coco.
Beautiful girl in the world. Yeah, mate. Anyway, blind date, man. Cilla, just remember Cilla Black used to have like another TV show. It was called Surprise Surprise, where it put like families back together. Remember like, your dad left when you were little or something, and then, you know, and everyone's like, oh, we didn't want to see you.
Savage.
But I used to remember the song. It used to have the song, reaching out, holding hands, the memories. Life is full of surprises. And this is Cilla Black. Like jitterbugging down the stairs with a big like bonnet on, looks like I know it looks like a rat just sat on her head. And it like feels full of surprises. And Mum would be there getting all teared up. Maybe the Valium's kicked in or something. Do you know what I mean? It was just it was just weird. I think he used to switch that around with Blind Date, and everyone would be all gutted, like, oh, surprise on Nitto. Weird Uncle Terry's going to be coming back, getting reunited with Craig Trevette. Damn it.
I really want to stage this reunion with Craig Trevette and Uncle Terry. There's it reminds me of there's a character on Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Charlie, and he writes a musical about his uncle who touched him. As a kid, it's all a bit weird and dark, but it's quite funny.
Yeah, that's a bit
dark. Fighter of the night, man. Champion of the sun. Son, master of karate and friendship for everyone. Dayman, fighter of the night, man. Champion of the sun. Anyway, I'll stop there. Get carried away.
Thanks. That was a little treat. Of Nick singing a cappella. That was awesome, mate. You got a really good voice, actually. I've been seeing a couple of your videos you weirdly send me all the time. You in the bath. And you were smashing it the other day. What were you singing the other day? Was that a 90s song?
It was something. God, it was like a romantic tendencies, didn't it? I don't know. I sing sometimes. I'm in the bath. I always sing in the bath, but I'll get a little bit bored just singing. I started sending videos to my mates as well. So I'll just sing the song and I'll record it on WhatsApp and fire it over, so everybody gets their own different video.
Oh. So yeah, that's a liberty. I thought it was special, mate. You've been sending it to you on.
You get it. You get your own video. Yeah, it counts for something.
Thanks. No, next time. Maybe no, Jane. No, cheers, mate. It's always a real treat to get these videos. Do you know what I mean? But what should we do now? Should we throw on a song? What we got next?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. There's so much good stuff to get through in the 90s. We were supposed to start in 1991 and then work our way to the 2000s, but it's just gone askew. There's no organisation. It's chaos at its finest, as usual. In true cheeky Chappie form, but it's great. We love it. So let's get a song on. I've got a cracking little list here. I tell you what, because I just mentioned Always Sunny in Philadelphia. There's a song in that they do their own rendition of. It's Motown Philly, Boyz II Men. There's a whole episode based on it. It's quite funny. So I'm going to chuck on Boyz II Men, Motown Philly, guys. Chuck your... if you've got any more memories and stuff, chuck them in the comments. I'll have a read while we are on the break. And if you have any music requests, let me know. And I'll see if we can get them queued up, if they're good enough. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get some Motown Philly on. And we'll see you after the break.
Yo, fellas, y'all ready to do this? Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, man? Boys are in effect, yeah, and it's about time. Yo, let's rip this up. Boys to men, boys to men, boys to men. Skip the beat, while cooling on South Street. Jet black band, plenty of friends, and all the Philly steaks you can eat. Back in school, we used to dream about this every day. Could it really happen, or do dreams just fade away? Then we started singing the days of the time smooth. Then we started a group, and here we are, kicking it just for you. Yo, these 4 new jacks is real smooth on the harmony tip. Nick, Mike, Sean, and Juan, you know the mentality. Keep flipping the gift. The spotlight is on us now. Watch us do this. Live and direct from Philly town. We're rapping, hyping, we can get down. We are ready to roll, so now the world will know that we love. Back in school, we used to dream about this every day. Could it really happen?
childhood dreams just fade away. Then we started singing that bass in the town school. So we started a group and here we are, kicking it just for you. Doing a little East Coast swing. Boys coming in, going on. Not too hard, not too soft. Very nice boys to me. 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 Very nice singing the bass and it sounds smooth.
Now check this out. One day back in Philly, 4 guys wanted to sing. They came up to me, I said, "Well, what's your name?" Hey, you know what I'm saying? And then I said, "All right, fellas, well, let me see what you can do." And then a smile when they won and said, "Yo, Mike, check this out. See if this one moves you."
Boys to men, ABC, BBD.
Welcome back, Craig. Welcome back to everybody still with us in the chat. I've had a couple of requests come in, so I have put them on the list. I will not reveal of which I've put on the list. We'll keep it a surprise. Yeah, so... Oh, before we start, I just loaded something up, right? Say nothing. This was the sound of the 90s. Convince me otherwise. Are you ready?
Go for it. Mate. The old dial-up.
You did not have dial-up.
No, the old
Mate,
they can shocking. You sit there for ages, like, come on. That was it. That was our youth right there. We connected. And your mum coming, like, what are you watching? Nothing.
Or there'd be a phone call and you'd be cut off. Chaos. Absolute chaos.
Gutted. Yeah, I mean, the old days as well, you've got to think this is before, way before even, I think texting might have just kicked in. I don't even know. Like proper texting everyone and stuff. Everyone was just, like, again, it's almost like the 80s show again, but you could just run about. That was it. Everyone was just a bit more carefree, I think. I don't know, getting all nostalgic now, or not nostalgic, getting all like doom and gloom. But it was, I think everyone had pages when I was a kid. Pages, do you have a pager?
Pages?
A pager, like a pager. No, a little, it was
I
like
never had a
thing.
pager.
Yeah.
What use did I have with a pager? Like you, I wasn't running around as a drug mule.
Yeah, that was it. Like some of my pals had them, but no one would ever page them. It was just, I think it was just one of them things you just wanted to have. Do you know what I mean? And then when,
yeah. Do you know what we used to do though? Is did you used to go to the use the phone box at all? Like we used to have a phone box down the road from us, just around the corner from the mobbing pole, and we'd go in there and we would piss around. We would like prank call like all the places you shouldn't be prank calling. I think we used to call up like the police and stuff. We had some serious fun in that phone box. Do you know what? I got locked in there once because the door, if you used to bang it hard, nothing jam. We used to take it in turns in there. We'd have smoke bomb pellets, and we used to lock ourselves in the phone box with the smoke bomb pellets, just like them going off. And then by the end, you'd be like on the floor on your fours, trying to breathe underneath the gap, just because it was just hot boxed with smoke. Oh my word! That was like. You know what? Phone boxes, you don't get that anymore. Nobody's got, there's no need for phone boxes. The ones that are still around are basically just for like people to take pisses in. That's all they're used for now. That's why they always reek. And
now they're just like little tramp studio flats, basically tiny little tramp studio flats. I think that's where they live now, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I remember just going in.
It basically is, yeah.
That is it. But I remember just going in and obviously prank calling. We used to call up the old Bill a lot and just drive people mad. But also I remember because there'd be the like the hookers. Remember the little hooker pictures as well? You'd be like,
yeah.
Oh my God, what is this going on here? Keeping that one.
Yeah.
I think we used to talk about stickers, and I've collected a good few of them pictures, mate, when I was a kid.
I bet you have.
What was wrong with me when I was a kid? Do you want to play stickers? Leave it out.
That's yeah. Everybody has collected football stickers. Craig's there like, what about I thought about Ruby. Do you want to trade Ruby for Roy Keane?
That's it. What about Marvelous Maureen? Do you know what I mean? Here you go. Have a bit of that. Do you know what I mean? Stupid. Yeah, man, they were the good old days when I was a kid. But also even things like, I think I was saying it earlier, like the box and stuff. My sister always used to have on the box and have to bring it up to get them to play songs. And she used to cost us the same sort of thing you're saying, cost us a fortune. Like by the day it's come around, she'd be missing the day the bill comes out. She'd be gone. She would not be at home. Like, she would be off.
Dead and buried.
Yeah.
What you don't even know is that your sister was actually replaced several times growing up. Because each time, there was a new one came in once one would go missing. You asked Janet about that.
Yeah, no, definitely. She tried to lose me a couple of times, but I had a radar, mate, like a little sonar, where I was so high on that Sherbet Dibdab stuff, I would just track her down. I could hear people, mate. I was up. Do you know what I mean?
I can relate. I can relate to your mum there. I feel like you're somewhat of a treadmill fart, you are, Craig. You just can't escape you. I know. I can relate to your mum trying to get away from you. It's just impossible.
I want to take that as a compliment, mate. My treadmill fart. Do you know what I mean? I've been called a lot worse, so thank you so much. We should just change my name to Treadmill Fart now. Just for the rest of my life. Just do that. But I mean, just thinking about being a kid as well. Just going back to what is it? The TV shows and stuff. There was in the comments. I've had this. I keep seeing it come up. The Nightmare. Was it Nightmare? The TV show. No, the guy would have on like a helmet, and then they couldn't see where they was going. The other person would have to guide them. Do you remember that?
Well, I think I might try it for a second.
No, come on. Nightmare. It's called. Nick, if you can get up a little if you can get up a little trailer of that. I've seen it pop up in our Facebook comments and that, and it was really good, man. When I was a kid, you really watch it. It got quite freak you out as well, like the person who was after him, or almost like you have to work in a team with your mates. Thanks, mate.
Should I just keep that on screen because in case people forget?
That's it.
I love that.
That's my name.
That is the beauty of being the one producing the show, is that I have all the power to do what I want to. If I want to put a big penis in you, put a big penis in it,
I've just got to sit with that now. Do you know what I mean? Just got to sit with that. I feel like I'm on the news. You know, if you're on the news and you say something and then it just cuts to you doing that.
Yeah.
I'm still there. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, mate.
Sorry, man. I'm going to get rid of that. Just me being a big child.
That's what I've done. Isn't it?
Hey, just quickly, we've got some stuff come up in the comments, so let's go. We haven't done the comments in a while. Jade is quoted saying, Dad, can I have half an hour on the internet? Carly said, remember calling 123 just to get the time? Yeah, I used to do that for no reason other than the fact you could do it. Mother said, get off the phone, I need to use the internet. Yeah, definitely a line we've all used. And then Jade has said again, I remember I'd be on chat rooms chatting up boys, and I got it in my head one time that my parents would know what I'd been saying, and I burst into tears. Lunatic! And then she's also said, prank calling, sex line, lol, and she put the number down. Apparently it's 0800 282930. I dare you to call it right now. Dare you.
Go on.
0800 282930. Let's see if it works.
What's that?
If it rings, stick the mic near the receiver, yeah? Loudspeaker.
Hello?
Go on, get
Mum?
it. Loudspeaker.
Mum, what are you doing?
Oh, brilliant.
No,
Classic
I'm bringing it.
Throwing his mum
I'm bringing it.
in
I'm blacklisted. I've been blacklisted from them for about 30 years. Yeah, man. Oh, the good old days now. I'm just trying to think of other stuff that we used to do. Like, I remember just But even like, I mean, it's quite rebellious. But I remember like things like you get on your bike, right? You must have done this when you was a kid, right? You just get on your bike and you would go miles. You would just literally, you and your mates would just go miles away from your house. And then like you used to have like a curfew of time to be in, and your mum was really on it.
I don't think it did. See, this is something that when I have conversations with people and stuff about like growing up as a kid, I don't ever remember having like a curfew or whatever. If I came in like stupid late, I'd be they will go and be unhappy. Like, but I never had a strict curfew to my memory. So like my friends were like, oh, I've got to be in by 8, I've got to be in by 9. And I used to get so annoyed. I used to be like, oh my God, why have you got a curfew? It's so like pathetic. Just stay out. Who cares? What's you gonna do? Ground you? And that was me. I used to get so annoyed because I was like, I didn't have that kind of structure like they did essentially.
Yeah.
Or at least I didn't acknowledge it. If my mother had set it, I didn't acknowledge it. But I'm pretty sure I didn't have it. So well done, mother. Thanks for letting me be a rebel kid. I'm trusting me.
That's it. I bet you did. I bet you was in at like 7 o'clock or something. Really, you're just trying to sound tough on this radio show. But yeah, man, like, it'd be really good. Like you mentioned, like go on these big bike rides for like miles away from your house, and then when it gets like 7, 8 o'clock, everyone starts getting a bit edgy. They'll feel, everyone's attitude changes. Like they know they're going to get battered now when they get in. Like, no, what are we doing? Do you know what I mean? Everyone's like big hot rods driving towards the place. On the way back, everyone's in a panic. Everyone's in a panic, mate.
We didn't. So obviously, like we used to go on the bikes and stuff. But when we used to go on our quests, we never did the bike thing. So around where I live, there are fields that go off into the vast distance, and there's like trails and stuff. And we used to. This used to be the procedure. We would go down to Tony's sweet shop, buy some sweets. I'd do like a pound mixed bag of sweets. I'd buy some fizzy pop, stick it in my pockets, and then we'd go on a quest through the woods and on the trails and stuff. And I remember there's this one particular route, and there was like electric fencing on it. And we used to like do challenges on the electric fence. You could hold it, so you could do this, that, the other on it. And I remember we used to get buzzed, shocked to hell off that fence. But yeah, the fields and stuff around us. Yeah, it was electric fence because we were supposed to keep the herds of the animals and stuff in. And we used to. My mother said in the comments, apparently I was supposed to be in by 7, never did. I would have to jump in the car to look for you. All right, well, that's what you say. Contrasting opinions, and I just don't remember having rules. That's
Nick. No, you're a hot rod. You've always been that way, mate. You've always been a hot rod, mate. Ever since I met you a couple of years ago, I thought that kid never had a curfew. As soon as I saw you, he was like, all right. I thought, he definitely didn't have a curfew when he was young. Do you know what I mean? You could sense it from you.
Yeah.
You got that way about you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A man of the night, really. That's what made you feel better.
I remember our first meeting, Craig, wasn't in the 90s, mind you. It was me coming in to babysit you on the radio because you wrecking my station, and that was it then. I remember thinking, this guy's got it. This guy's radio. I like this guy.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, thanks, mate. Why are we being so nice? Why are we being so nice to each other?
A lot of stiffs. A lot of idiots coming in the station. I had to train them up. They didn't know what they were doing, man. You had the personality. I thought, I like this guy. I can work with this guy.
Yeah. What we need to do after this show, I mean, there's a few things we should do. They've got to try and bring back some of these 90 TV shows. Are they doing Blind Date again? Because I know you're saying they tried Gladiators. You'd be great on that.
Might be.
You'd be great on that, man.
Actually, now you mentioned 90s TV shows, Stacey dropped a comment in. She said, best TV programs of the 90s. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Sister, Sister, Clarissa, and of course, everybody's favourite, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So some good shouts there. Any other shows, guys? What
I've got one.
What are their favourite TV shows?
The girl who's in Clarissa was also in Sabrina the Teenage Witch. How weird was that?
Yeah.
She had 2 primetime TV shows.
Did she?
Yeah. She was smashing it.
Interesting.
I don't know what's wrong about that. She's probably like a drug addict. She goes out of like Roger Rabbit or something. I don't know. Out of her nut in some cell or something. But yeah, she was really big back in the old day. I don't know her name though. Doreen.
Yeah.
Doreen McGee. I think her name is.
Sounds about right. Oh, Keely McCall. Oh,
who loves orange soda?
Down, down, down. Bam, 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 bam.
Who loves orange soda?
Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. Is it true? Ooh, ooh. I do.
Nick, I think we've just lost our minds now. We've completely lost our minds. Yeah, Vanessa Joe
We
Hart,
have
her name
we've
was.
regressed.
Yeah, mate. We was
Yeah.
cool, obviously, really cool. So
And then there's Save for the Bell. Like our graphics behind this is a bit Save for the Bell, isn't it?
Mate, that was. I mean, for me, that was. I think that was the best one out of all of them. Screech. The weirdest thing though is Screech. Out of all of them, Screech is the character who in real life is in prison now for stabbing someone.
Yeah, he stabbed somebody, didn't he? Yeah, lunatic.
Yeah.
Not surprised though, let's be honest.
Yeah.
He had a vibe about him.
But
I found this video. It's top 190s TV shows. So it's like flicking through them in like 6 minutes. So it's going to be flat. Oh. Yes, Animaniacs. Love it. I'm sure they're bringing this back out. Secret World of what? I don't know what that is. Brain.
Pinky and the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. Oh, mate, I feel like we're going to have to Photoshop ourselves into this poster at some point. Classic.
Yeah, it's got to be done. I'm the Brain.
Yes, X-Files. Love it. You love this stuff, the ducks, didn't you? I never watched Full House. Did you watch it?
Nah, I used to like go.
You love DuckTales, man.
Of course I did. DuckTales. Ooh.
We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little.
Tiny. No, come on. Most of me have.
Looney Tunes. Oh, it's a cursor. There you go. Samurai Pizza Cats. What on earth is that? I've never heard of that. What a name for a show, though.
They were just in a boardroom and I was like, any ideas? Yeah.
What do teenagers like? Ninjas, pizza, and cats. All right then. Samurai Pizza Cats. Yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. Conversation over.
We need to get into that boardroom and just pitch them some of our own ideas, mate. Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim. Wow. That is.
He's Texas Laboratory. Yeah, the weirdest show. Think about it. He's this ginger little Scottish kid in the US, but his sister's a Yank. Like, what's that?
Yeah, I mean,
like they've got different accents.
I know. And that was like daytime TV as well.
Didi.
The best thing is, rewatching it now. You get on all like the different innuendo and mad stuff that they was coming out with. Like when you're a kid, you don't really understand it as much. Like it takes on a whole new level.
Cheeky.
Yeah. Remember Ren and Stimpy?
Yes. Love and Marriage. Now this is a classic. Absolute classic. Garfield, yes.
A bit of lasagna.
Friends, goes without saying. No one told you life was gonna be this way.
I don't know. It's Rocko's Modern Life. Are we going to do the whole 100? Why not?
Yeah, quite fast.
Why not?
It was full on, but it's definitely not.
Oh, the one.
Let's see what
really
memories it brings up for people.
Yeah,
Beavis and Butthead. All of it. I'm Cornholio. TV for my bumhole. Hey, Beavis. Hey, Butthead.
Nick, it looks like your haircut. You're going to show us your haircut. It looks like your haircut.
Do you know what? That is another Photoshop we have to do. That has to be you and me, like Beavis and Butthead. Do you know? I'm taking it. No, I will. I'll save it. Remind me to do a Beavis and Butthead of us, right?
And yeah, we've got to do it.
Oh, look at this. This is what we were talking about earlier. This was Tom for us. It was best. Mum, why were you letting me watch stuff like this? You're a bad parent. I'm just letting everybody know you should. Look at this. Look at this filth. It's great
Nick,
filth.
I literally haven't heard
filth.
a word you said. I ain't even listened to you. I'll say what. Captain Planet. Captain Planet. He's our hero. Gonna help you knock him down to zero.
Classic. Mind the PS game for that. The hell is this show? Never heard of this one.
Yeah, I remember
Mice from Mars. Love it.
Mate.
Like big bodybuilder mice. Who's coming up with the idea for these shows? This is just proof of the amount of drugs people were on in the 90s, because there's no way anybody with a sober mind is coming up with this idea.
Definitely a lot of old druggies going on there. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, didn't really like it. Batman.
I like this, yeah. This, Stace mentioned it, yeah. I love this show. I love spooky stuff, always have.
Was it? Oh, Boy Meets World was a good one. That was a really good one. It was a bit like Wonder Years, though. It was a bit like Wonder Years, wasn't it? To be honest.
Yeah.
90210. My sisters used to love it.
Doug, that's a weird show, isn't it?
Yeah, in a diary in that.
Can't
You've got a diary. What's wrong with it?
Mum says there wasn't a watershed back in them days. Sorry, mother, but what about parental watershed? You had your own watershed. Come on now.
Yeah.
This was a weird show as well, wasn't it?
Wow.
This is one of those really weird ones.
What was?
Goof Troop.
Ghost Rider. I don't remember that.
Man, I hope Goosebumps is in here. I loved Goosebumps growing up.
I was thinking that. Or Erie, Indiana. Do you remember Erie, Indiana?
No. Oh, Mummy's Alive. I like this. Did you watch it?
No, not really.
That was a great show.
Standard. Simpsons. I still watch it now.
This is a story all about how my life got...
Left got twisted upside down.
Nah, I'm not familiar with that one.
No. I thought I watched this a little bit when I was a kid. I know this is like grown up stuff. Murphy Brown, leave it out.
Yeah.
Same girl, look. There we go. Clarissa. Little fact for everyone. I used to love hanging with Mr. Cooper. He's a basketball teacher. Remember that?
Spider-Man, amazing. No, I didn't know that.
Oh, he was wicked. I bet you watched that.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z. Oh, hell yeah, I love this show, mate. Remember they used to come in and be like, why do you watch this show? All they ever do is scream. Beast Wars or Transformers, yeah.
You just scream at her. Come on in! You weird little boy. Johnny Bravo. Nick, Johnny Bravo.
Mate, have you seen it? Right, we have got to get a clip of Johnny Bravo on after. It is the most, like, misogynistic show on the planet. Have you heard, like, all the stuff he comes out with in that show? It's like, it's cringeworthily funny to, like, watch back now. There's one quote that really sticks with me. He goes up to one of the women and he's like, hey, baby, you look like you could use a boyfriend. And she goes, I might have just butchered this one. She goes something like, oh, no, I've already got a boyfriend. And he goes, oh, well, you look like the kind of girl who can use two. Savage.
I love it. I love that you made him into Rocky. That was good.
Oh, baby. No, that's how he talks.
That was good. That was good. I'm joking, mate.
Yeah.
Rupert.
Oh, Rupert the bear.
Oh, he's on the right donut. Sonic. Sister, go home, Roger.
I got my own time in my own mind.
Go home, Roger. That was brilliant.
I love it. Mr. Bean, classic. Everybody who didn't love this show. Coach. I'm not familiar with Coach. Freakazoid.
Oh no, this wasn't one of them.
X-Men, yes. Classic. Come on, guys, what people say? Is there anything this list has missed so far? Drop it in the comments.
I love we're just rolling out this list. This is amazing. Ren and Stimpy. They was brutal. Oh, Nick, don't get excited.
Go Power Rangers! Goosebumps, there it is. We mentioned it earlier.
Bubble, I remember this. The elephant. That was good. Do you start Bubble? Oh, babe, we'll watch it. We watch Bubble after. We're gonna watch Bubble this season 1. Hannah's gonna call me Bubble tonight.
Yeah, I bet.
I reckon she'll get to Bab.
Zena.
Bab.
Saved by the Bell.
Hey Arnold, move it, football head. Nick, you just watch Shining Time.
Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
How weird was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles though? Krang, remember Krang? It was like a little brain in some big man's body. I think that's what I'm like a little bit. I feel a bit like Krang, like there's something controlling me really. Do you think?
Yeah, there's definitely something controlling you. Oh, there we go. And that was the full list of 100 shows. So, was anything missing, do you think, Craig? I feel like the stuff we mentioned, they did play eventually, so...
Yeah, they didn't. I suppose they didn't. I mean, it's quite American, isn't it? I think your mum, the amazing Yvonne, said. Yes, I mean, a lot of the English ones weren't on there. Obviously, the ones we were talking about earlier, Funhouse, Nightmare, which you don't remember, which for me freaks me out because that was like one of the top shows. What about? Do you remember Art Attack? Was that 90s or 80s?
Oh, Neil Buchanan. Mate, just something funny about that. You know that the sculptors, they outlined a penis in the clay guy's head. Do you remember Head in the show? The little statue. So apparently the sculptors drew a penis in the carvings in his head, and it was like a subliminal thing. I'm going to find it on the internet now. I saw this recently. Head.
Oh, man, I love that. Did you ever try and make anything from Art Attack? I mean, I don't think I ever properly gave it an attempt. I'd be like,
Yeah, I did, but I can't remember exactly. I think I made a couple of boats, sort of like fairy liquid bottles, those kind of things. Oh no, sex. They wrote sex in his head. There you go. Here we go. I found an image. Let me just load it up. So it's not like super obvious, but it's like, I mean, yeah, you can kind of see it. So. Can't knock it. Hang on, stupid adverts coming up saying open. Where are we? Open.
Was it one of the things once you see it, you always know?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So I'm just going to save the image. I can open it because the internet's being weird.
Stop it. Dude, imagine your dial-up started. Nick's got dial-up internet. That noise was the noise of the night. There's no getting away from that. And with people talking, we go.
There you go. See it? So we've got, you can see it. It's a sex in his head.
Yeah.
Fun fact there for you guys.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm being, Stacey said no Keenan and Kel. There was no Keenan and Kel in our list. That's a fair point, which is bizarre because it's a cracking show.
Yeah. Have they missed? But it might have been it must have been 90s. It must have been a 90s show.
Yeah, definitely was the 90s. So I'm going to just look up this Nightmare show you're on about.
Yeah, go on. Show everyone a little clip of that bad boy. Because it's really good. Because basically, one of your teammates would have to guide you around, and you're blinded. I mean, it's sort of like low graphics now. If you watch it, and they're going to like left, right, like that. It was just, I don't know. It was just really. When I was a kid, it freaked me out.
Is it? It's not a cartoon, is it?
No, TV show. It's a game show.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, yeah,
Is this it?
Yeah.
This rings no bell at all.
Mate. Reminds me of like Grayskull.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to the castle.
Mate, this was so sick.
Phase with us now, for this is the time of adventure.
Nightmare, oh babe. You missed out.
God, issue the challenge. Beyond that portal lies the dungeon of deceit.
Nick, if they bring that back, you could do his voice.
Now,
Unreal. You're in that
matters of the
dungeon.
progress, a sprite of
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hell.
Is its manifestation.
Yeah, look at them graphics though. I was being freaking out.
It is your own life form.
Mate, it was
all right, fair enough. No, it rings no bells whatsoever for me. I'm afraid to say.
Yeah, no, you missed. I mean, you got to watch another episode of it, Nick. You really missed out, mate. You're too busy. I don't know, playing DuckTales with yourself. But
playing
mate,
DuckTales with myself.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, maybe.
No, your brain.
Mighty Ducks, maybe. We used to have hockey sticks, rollerblades, and there used to be a street down the road, and we would play hockey basically with a tennis ball. A couple of teams of us.
What, against the other streets? Was there like a rivalry? Was there like a rivalry?
It was the same crew as the mob crew basically, but it was the ones of those who had rollerblades. So that was good fun. And do you remember Curbsy? Do you remember Curbsy with the ball?
You get the ball. Yeah, you
throw it off the curb. Yeah, and then if you caught, you got 2 points. And if you hit the curb, and it just rolled back and got a point. But if you missed, obviously, it was their turn then. That was a class game. We used to play it out by my cousin Joe's, because they had the ultimate, like, super thick curbs outside the house. And it was the best place to play it, like, in the sort of nearby streets.
We used to play this game called Champ. Do you ever play Champ? Where there's like, it's like a little car park. In a car park, so there's like 4 squares, and you got to bounce the ball. There's all like different rules. And one person's in like the 4th square is like Champ square, and there's 3, 2, and 1. And if you start at the beginning, you start from 1, someone else is in 4, and you got to try and knock each other out of the square. I can't remember the rules of it, but Champ, like we used to play that all the time, man. Not if I was talking to someone who grew up around. As soon as you mentioned Champ,
doesn't ring any bells, mate.
Nah, me neither. I never played it.
It rings no bells.
I've never even heard of it.
I
don't even know what it is. Yeah, it's made it up. I was trying to fit in. Just trying to fit in. What about laser hug? I'm joking. Making up games now. They used to play laser hug.
What about Terry Hugs? Do you remember playing Terry Hugs?
No, what about Shushy Game? Shushy Game.
With Uncle Terry, yes.
Right,
hey, dude, let's go to... before you start crying, I'm going to go to a song. All
right, cool.
All right, so because I don't want to lose Stacey as a listener, we are going to now play Venga Boys. I have gone with We're Going to Ibiza because it's a banging tune. Fun fact for you, I saw Venga Boys live like last year, the year before. They did a 90s like festival in East London, and they had like some old school proper artists there, and Venga Boys were one of the headline acts, so I went to see them live, and it was awesome. Anyway, so let's get some Venga Boys on, and we'll be back after this, guys.
Welcome aboard Venga Airways. After takeoff, we'll pump up the sound system because we're going to Ibiza.
I don't wanna be a bus driver all my life. I'm gonna pack my bags and leave this town, grab a flight, fly away on Venga Airways, fly me high, Ibiza sky. I look up at the sky. going to Ibiza.
Welcome back. Craig has turned into a ghost and he is no longer with us. So I guess that is leaving him with me. Craig, come back! All right then, what have we got in the comments? Starving. I don't know if that's a TV show or Marcus is just announcing that he's hungry. Marcus, I'm pretty hungry myself. I made a nice batch of cupcakes earlier, so I'm going to tuck right into them. Ooh, look who's made his glorious return. Right, so Craig, we're in the final segment of the show. After this, we are going to let everybody get back to the rest of their evenings. Man, it's been crazy. Like, this time flies so quick. That's why we've changed our shows from 1 hour to 2 hours, because just simply isn't enough time. And even now, it's been 2 hours of just chatting about stories and memories with you guys, and it's just gone. Like, where has time gone? I mean, just speaking generally, even we're so old.
Nick, do you know what I love? The pain, the anguish. But do you know what I love? Is that we come into these things with all these grand ideas of exploring the 90s or exploring the 80s or whatever. Yeah. And then we just rant about, we've ranted about, I mean, thanks everyone, I hope you've enjoyed the show. We just ranted about games. I don't know, I'm going to play Bulldog in my front room. I'm playing Bulldog and Alex the Kid. It's happening. And because, I mean, I think that's the best thing as well. We always got to put on our own perspective of it, about how we lived through it. And I think the 90s for me was better than the 80s because I was a little kid in the 80s. The 90s, I was 6 and then I was 16 when it ended. So you can imagine the changes. When I was 16, I was walking around Big Oasis there, guys. People, right, mate, do you know what I mean? I'm thinking I was Oasis all the time. And when I was 6, I was still wearing still wearing mum's dressing gown, pretending I could do karate. So, do you know what I mean? A lot of changes, man. A lot of changes. Oh my God. And then my dad left when I was 8. And then
Terry came in.
No. There was no weird Uncle Terry, man. I seriously, I hope no one's worried about that. I wish I did. I was an ugly kid, man. He would have left me well alone. I was a right weird little kid, always running around. Yeah, mate.
I mean, although I'm not. Do you know what? That's an interesting. I saw a conversation I really want to get into now, but it's an interesting thought, isn't it? Like, do they just care about the fact that they're young, or do they care about the fact that they look like a certain way? But again, that's a conversation for a darker show. Maybe we should do a serious show one day where we talk about like taboo subjects. We break it down. What do you think? You seem you're lost in the gaze there, Craig. Not paying any attention, you.
I was reading the comments about pizza. I'm starving now as well. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to definitely have some dinner. It's a bit of dinner. What's everyone having for dinner? We could do a show about dinner.
Yeah. I mean, we are running out of options, I guess, on the old show front. But yeah, it'd be interesting. We should explore some new ideas, some new formats potentially. I do like the idea of us doing a reacts. I think reacts could be good, especially if it's like a pre-record, because then we can like cut out all the boring bits.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that as well. Yeah, that's it. It's all Nick. I've noticed that as well because you're the producer. I don't know about you guys, ladies and gents, but Nick does hold the power. He does. But I think you're doing a good job, me old Rusty Gate. There you go.
Hey, I share the air with you as much as I can. I do a story, you do a story.
No, he's good.
You know, I think we've got a reasonable balance.
We do.
Yeah.
I like it. You're doing a good job, man. Who knows what theme we're going to come up with next week. We'll club together and think of some weird idea. But yeah, I think we should not do any more eras next week. We're going to change it up.
Yeah. Well, we've said the last few weeks that we weren't even going to do a theme, and then all of a sudden we've been coming up with ideas, and then we've kind of gone, oh wait, that's actually that. Those ideas are inherently a theme, so maybe we just do a theme.
You know
so that's how the last couple of shows have come together. We have not intended to do a theme, but then it just happened. So I was like, oh well, might as well do 90s. Seems everything we want to talk about in the 90s. There's so much cool stuff like I want to do. I'd love to do more on like spooky and supernatural because that was such like for me a fascinating show, and the pool of stuff that I found recently that we could talk about is endless and so fascinating. And I think the supernatural always intrigues people, and I think it could bring a lot of people back to the show.
One. Let's do the Ghost House one. Yeah, remember he's going to go stay in a haunted house.
Do you know what I just realised? You know, everybody's just been going on about pizza. I think that subliminally, that's our fault. Have you seen the shapes falling behind us in the video? They're literally pizzas.
Yeah, that's it. I'm having.
Oh.
Have you done that? Domino's is happening. It's happening. It's on its way. Yeah, man.
It's stuck in. We should do a live blind date. Oh, interesting. Well, all right, yeah, I'm sure that can work. You find 3 women, and yeah, we'll sort that out, Carly.
That's it. But we should do it. Yeah, we should do it with maybe with blind people, and then make it like Nightmare as well. I can mix my own thing. I mean, not in a bad way. No one's going to get hurt, but we can. Do you know what I mean? Mix it. Everyone's on rollerblades or something. Everyone has to wear a crash helmet. We mix it. We could do like a mash genre. This is why I'm not in charge, Nick. You can see why I'm not in charge of the show.
You want to do a blind date show with blind people that's more like Nightmare.
And roller
lockdown. And roller skates, yeah. And it's nobody will get hurt, though, of course.
And weapons, of course not. Of course not. Everyone signs a waiver. Everyone knows what's happening. 3, 2, 1. Spin them around in a circle. Action, and then it's just off. That's it. That's why I'm going to go into ITV when this is over and go, look, buy it. You're going to buy it or not? It's up to you. I'll take it to BBC now. It's up to you. £10, £5, 4, 3. All right, just kiss a pound. See you later.
Just give me my cab fare.
Yeah, just kiss 2 bags. Don't worry about it.
Wow. So there's an idea for the next show then. A blind roller skating show. I don't even know. I wouldn't even know how to sell it, Craig. Not going to lie. It'd be a tough one. Yeah, mate. I mean, we've got to. We've got to. What we should do. Yeah, what we should do is do game shows. I don't think Carly would mind as long as there was more low cut shirts. I think she'd be happy with whatever we put on.
Yeah. Well, you know, you got to do, mate. That's it. You got to do. But really, that was smooth. And we didn't do our adverts. We were supposed to do adverts, but. You know, we'll definitely come up with something more like a parody of something next week. I don't know what we're going to do. Who knows? That's what I like the show. It's just organised chaos, but we'll let's do it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Cool. All right then. Let's wrap it up. We've got one more song to go, guys. This is going to be the last song. Ace of Base, the sign we're going to go with. It was in the comments from the folks earlier. I think we'll probably be back next week. I don't know what that's going to look like. We never do. I don't know. Something I can turn into a fun poster and make some funky background videos on. I think that'll be good. As long as it fits that criteria, it works for me.
I love it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all listening.
All right. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's wrap it up. Boom. All right, next song, guys. Ace of Base, the sign. Thank you for tuning in and joining us on this Thursday evening. We've had a blast as always. See you next week. Peace out.
See you later. Me or Rusty Gates.